What's up, y'all? It's been so long since I made a video. I'm actually really excited.
This is my first one, so I hope I help somebody and hope somebody can appreciate me reaching out to y'all.
God has just been so good in my life recently, and I'm just going through my own process, my own transformation of becoming a better version of myself, mentally, physically, spiritually. Today, I really just want to talk to y'all about what it means to be content with your life. What does it mean to truly be happy?
Oh my God! Wow!
Every day waking up knowing that you are happy in the place that you're in, despite your circumstances. That's something that's really hard to do. I'm learning how to be able to go through trials and tribulations, yet still see the good in it all. Every time we do go into a battle or a situation in our life, we learn a new skill of how to cope. Every situation we go through causes us to go through different things. It's like a child. When a child is learning to talk and learning to walk, I'm sure that the struggle's real when they can't do it, they get frustrated, but we all have to be birthed into new ways of living and thinking. How can we go through our tough situations while still being able to be happy and content with what we have while trying to work on what we want? You must really trust that God's given us everything we need in this moment of time. God has for you what you need for right now. Sometimes that's hard for us to accept because when we want it now.
I want it now!
My kids do something, honey, you better believe you better be doing it right there. Matter of fact, come over here now. You're in trouble just because I'm thinking about you not listening. What I'm trying to say is sometimes as women, we really just want things done at that moment. Comment down below and let me know what really being content with your life means for you. Being content with your life is being 100% accepting of yourself, your surroundings, your past, and your future. Contentment is a learned behavior. It could be hard to feel satisfied when you have unmet concerns, when you have overwhelming issues going on in your life, when you have circumstances, when we have lack of patience, which I think, sus, I got lack of patience right now. Happiness is a choice. You have to every day wake up, choose to be happy. Internally, you have to let go of any negative energy that comes your way, and you really have to only allow positive to submerge your mind.
It's all right to sit around, be depressed for a minute, cry about it, do whatever you have to, but don't stay there too long.
It's normal to feel dissatisfied when we're going through things in life, especially things that we can't control. We are going to feel dissatisfied. Feeling dissatisfied just means that this is God's way of helping us see that something's missing.
When you get to a point in your life where you look at people and you go, okay, wait a minute, you or me, you will make a decision.
When we're dissatisfied in our life, God is trying to tell us something. I think sometimes we get so caught up with not listening to God and listening to our own mind and our own doubts and our own fears that it clouds what really matters. We're tested all the time. God tests us. Tests are necessary to level up.
Level up, 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 level up.
Level up, sis. You have to have tests, but once you realize that even when you're in a test, there is a choice that you can make to be happy within that test, that is when you are truly living in contentment. We might plan our steps, but God directs them. And so even when we feel like we are in control of our situation, ultimately we're not. He chose not to give you contentment as a gift. He chose rather to teach you to be content as you allow him to be a ruler in your life. That's really important because you have to understand that contentment is a learned behavior. And as you trust God's gifts to be sufficient and you trust his assignments that he gives you, good or bad, you can accept the ways that you look at those assignments or those situations that you're in. We have to learn how to control our behaviors. The way we react to certain things can really either be a hindrance in our life or it can be a major step up. When God sees that we're able to control our behaviors and our emotions when dealt with certain situations, if we indeed handle it in the way he sees fit, then he's gonna level us up, sis. So you have to understand how to react to certain situations and how to control your own emotions and your behaviors. How do we control our behavior? Number one, avoiding distractions. Small worries is not a good thing. You can't continue to worry, but also be content and happy with your life. Worry and stress really rob you of your happiness. You gotta let it go, baby. Let it go.
When the song come on in the club, they gon' be like, damn, that's hot.
The only thing worry does is really exaggerate your problem. Worry is a learned behavior. It's not designed for us to handle. We're not meant to worry. We're human, and it only causes us to worry. But that's when redirecting your mind comes in hand, when you have a way of positive thinking and you take every day and really use it to become a better version of yourself, you'll start to realize that you worry less.
Hi.
Okay.
Worry doesn't do anything helpful or beneficial for your life. Control what you allow in your mind. The brain is so powerful. It's all about what you surround yourself with. Once you're able to let go of small worries, once you're able to let go of toxic people.
And you're going to always mess up when you mix them seasonal people up with lifetime expectations.
Once you're able to let go of your circumstances, then you'll be able to submerge into a better version of yourself. Happy people have a larger perspective. What God calls us to do, He's going to equip us with it. The place that you're in your life is where you're supposed to be. We all have things in our life that give us reason to be not happy, but we have the power to make our own response to those happen.
I don't want to know what you gotta do.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We swim, swim.
Dorino singing.
You have to believe that in every happening you have in your life, God is working for your good. We needed the test so that we can strengthen ourselves. Every day we have a job of working on ourselves. It's up to us on how we choose to do that. Are we going to lean more towards the negative aspect of life and what society thinks is okay? Or are we going to truly spend our days living every day trying to become a better version of ourselves? Testing really comes through the circumstances of our lives so that we can know our own hearts more insightfully and appreciate God's grace more deeply. Lately, I found myself being tested in different aspects, whether it be with my husband or with my family or certain situations where it can be considered stressful. What I'm starting to realize is I am starting to see things more clearly.
See that, right?
I'm legally blind. I can see barely, but I'm an innocent bystander.
Come on, Miss Guido.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm seeing things more clearly, I can better control my response. Obviously, we're all gonna fall short, but one way that you can see that you are becoming a better version of yourself is when you at least can start recognizing reactions and responses that you make or you do and realizing that there could have been a better response. That's something that is very hard for us to do. Criticism is very hard for anybody to take in, especially when you might find yourself in certain situations that you don't even feel you're at fault for. Sometimes it's hard for us to look into ourselves and think, what could I have done better, when we feel like we're not the problem. The good thing in that is just becoming more aware of your thoughts, attitudes, and emotions is good in itself. What do you need? Goodbye.
My drink.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Here. Another way to be content and happy, choose happiness for your life, is to learn how to forgive. And as women, I think the hardest person for us to forgive is ourselves. Every woman has skeletons in their closet, whether it is lying, cheating, stealing, hiding information, the way that you chose to live your life, and decisions you've made that have caused pain in your life. But what you have to understand is our mistakes are pathways to spiritual growth. Once you learn how to forgive yourself for anything that you may be angry at yourself for, then you'll start to realize that the mistakes that we've made and the mistakes that we go through were meant to happen. If we were just these perfect women all the time and we made no mistakes, how can we spiritually grow? What we forget to understand is that God doesn't direct evil on us, but Sometimes he might choose to allow us to go through something because of our own sinful choices or simply just from the sin in this world. It is our job to determine how we're going to react to those trials and tribulations that we're dealt with. Forgiveness is the willingness to search for new solutions, whether that be within yourself or with other people. And so once we learn how to forgive, that's kind of one of the first steps you have to be able to do to be content and happy with your life. The take home for today is learn how to be content with your life. Learn what true happiness means for you. I want to be so happy with my life and so content with my life that every time I part my lips, I'm sending nothing but positive into the universe. Hey! I did not buy that Coke for you to be making volcanoes with it. You either drink it or you close it. Thank you. So, with that being said, I appreciate you guys for listening and tuning in.